Hello, this is Big John Peterson with Remax Realty Professionals, and welcome to Big John's Thoughts on the Market for July 2019. Want to give you a little update on what we're seeing in the marketplace, and really what we're seeing is a continuation of what has been happening over the last few months. And that is, in a summary format, sales numbers are stabilizing at levels just below 2018. So we're seeing that overall sales in June of this year were down about 6%. Year-to-date sales are down about 2%. So again, those sales numbers are stabilizing just below last year's levels. But the real story we're seeing in the marketplace is the lack of new inventory coming into the market. So in June of this year, we saw actually that there was a 19% decrease in the number of new listings coming into the marketplace versus last year. And overall inventory numbers ended in June 15% less than last year. So we are starting to see some stabilization happening in the marketplace, but it's all due to the supply side of the equation. We're really not seeing that increase in demand. So what that means is that as we see any upward pressure on prices, there's going to be more product coming back into the marketplace to keep prices relatively stable. And speaking about prices, we're seeing that they're about 4 to 5% less than they were a year ago, and that's the reason why fewer homes are coming onto the market. People are basically saying, hey, if I can't get a better dollar for my property, I'm not going to put it onto the market. And eventually that will have some positive increases in pricing, but it's going to take a while. You know, that could be 12 months, 18 months down the road before we start to see any real appreciable increase in prices. But the one thing that it is doing is that it is starting to limit some of the options for buyers out there. So if you are a buyer that is looking at trying to get a good deal in the marketplace, take advantage of really good interest rates and those kinds of things, and you want to have the maximum amount of choice, I would suggest that you want to be out there sooner rather than later. When we take a look at the absorption rate numbers, and I always talk about those because those are really important, we see that the absorption rate numbers are better than they were a year ago. We see a lot of improvement actually in the attached home section. Detached homes, we're seeing that they're sitting at about 3.5 months worth of supply. So again, just at that upper range of a balanced marketplace. Attached homes are sitting just over 4 months worth of supply, but that's a whole month better than last year. Last year they were over 5 months. And apartment style condominiums, we're still seeing a lot of pressure in that marketplace just because there's so many of them available for sale, and we're still seeing over 6 months worth of supply in that marketplace, fairly similar to what we saw last year. So really the story is sales numbers are stabilizing just a little bit below last year's levels. We're seeing that new listings coming onto the market is down dramatically, and overall inventory is down. Prices are also down about 4 or 5% from last year as well. So again, what we're seeing is as that stabilization happens, if we can see any positivity in our economy, in our jobs section, things like that, that we will start to see some upward movement in prices. But until that economic turnaround, until we see some more job growth and investment in the province, we won't see any real appreciable increase in prices. Hopefully, pipeline, they say, is going to be shovels in the ground in September. Fingers crossed, hopefully we see that and we see some other positive things happening in the Alberta economy. If you are thinking about making a move, the big thing, and I've been talking about this for a few months now, all of the money in your move is made in your purchase. You need to make sure you're buying right, taking advantage of this marketplace so that as this market increases, you purchase properly and you see that increase as the market increases over the coming months and years. So that's really important. We'd love to talk to you about what your real estate goals are. We can help you with that. We've really focused in on trying to create the best services and the best buying model possible for our clients. So that's something we'd love to talk to you about. No cost, no obligation for that, but just have a conversation about what your overall plan is so we can help you with the purchase and sale of your property so that we can make the real estate move, this next real estate move for you, the most rewarding it possibly can be. If you have any specific questions about the market, what's happening in your community, what options are out there for you, please respond to this email, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it. And then one last thing, one final reminder for our Stampede breakfast that is happening at our main RE/MAX office over by Chinook Mall. It is on this Friday from 7:30 to 10:30 in the morning. And I've got here, this is copy of the invite. It has everything that you need on it. So please, you should have all received a copy of this invite. If you didn't and you're interested in coming to our Stampede breakfast over by Chinook Mall this Friday, please send us an email, give us a call. We can resend that invite out to you as well. Hope to see a bunch of you there on Friday. Happy Stampede, everybody. Take care.